this crazy opportunity to meet Aubrey Plaza was like a year and a half ago now, and I still pinch myself that it happened. But I've been thinking about making this video for a long time. The footage in this video is from that original vlog, and please check it out. I was very proud of it. The occasion that brought the magnificent Aubrey Plaza to Gotland was an Ingmar Bergman conference.
Voice of weirdness.
Where are you from?
I'm from Utah, but I live here.
Not what?
Yes.
Why?
I married a Swede.
Yeah.
I had those Swedish babies for you.
What'd you say?
I had those Swedish babies for you.
All right.
But what advice do you have for these Swedes that have such trouble to show their true selves?
Is that true?
So the question, if anyone didn't hear this, what advice do you have to these poor, we didn't say that, to the Swedes who have such a problem expressing their feelings?
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, first of all, I am not good at expressing my feelings. Okay, I'm like a complete, you should talk to my therapist.
But what advice do you have for these Swedes that have such trouble to show their true selves? Or your true
really, so I don't know what you guys are talking about. I think
have one?
Well, I'm in between right now, but I think, Swedes know. To me, okay, I don't know about. Swedes at least have a feeling of we're all gonna die. I feel like you guys think about that death a lot, right? Isn't that like a thing?
I think you've seen too many Bergman movies.
Okay. No, but in my head, I'm like, I do think, and I have had not near-death experiences, but slightly almost, and I think there's some part of me, I think, that my approach to the world, or even just to my job sometimes, at least the parts of my job that have nothing to do with the actual thing that I'm doing, which is acting, and then I have to do all this other stuff like this, but this is fine, this is really nice, but it's like, I think I have a thing in my head where it's like, we're all gonna die, so nothing matters, and life is just not even real or something, I don't even know what we're doing here, so maybe that's a weird way to go about expressing your feelings, but I think I always grew up with the instinct to just not care what anyone else thinks, because ultimately, nobody really knows anything, and unless someone could say I know everything and this is exactly what's going on here and why we're here on this planet, then I just kind of think we're all in the same boat, so who cares? But I don't know if it's a nihilistic attitude, but I think that's where it comes from. Let your freak flag fly.
Woo!
Because we're all the same. I don't know. And go to therapy. Find a therapist. I'm trying to find a therapist right now, and it takes time.
That's a
annoying.
piece of solid advice. We'll think about this.
I got to give her one of my bags that I sewed, and she was like, hey, it's like a freak flag to fly. But it's bothered me a little bit ever since that lady didn't hear me right. And the answer that she gave still went along with that. But there is a real difference, don't you think, between showing your true self and expressing your emotions? It's not like anyone needs to change anything fundamental about themselves. It's not like an introvert needs to suddenly become an extrovert, or an emotion to be real has to be tears. Do you know what I mean? Skimming back through the footage from this project, I had totally forgotten that I had connected with other people and interviewed them, and how cool that was. I got to meet creatives, I got to meet directors and filmmakers and people who want to be filmmakers, and I just soaked up the day. I just joined English conversations where I could. I scribbled away in a notebook, and I just felt so creatively turned on and excited, just open for whatever was gonna happen. And I missed that feeling, man. It was so interesting to hear her talk about her work and to hear stories of like how she got hired for Parks and Rec, and how while they were interviewing her for it, she didn't really realize how important it was, and she was just really distracted because they were really close to where The Office was filming, and so she was busy getting starstruck by people. And it was interesting how she talked about how the less she seemed to want things, the more she seemed to get booked for shows and booked for projects. And she wasn't the absolutely unhinged person that she is in the interviews. But I love how she expresses herself in all of it. I love how in the interviews people seem genuinely concerned by her. I love how she's not afraid to be scary and odd and just different. As a person who's grown up being called weird quite a lot, seeing other people embrace being different, being quirky, seeing old white dudes feel intimidated by someone else's weirdness and unpredictableness. I asked this question because I want to see other people empowered, like she's empowered to just not give an F. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
We can be whatever we want.
Yeah, we're all gonna die and we're all the same.
We're all gonna die and we're all the same. So let your freak flag fly.
Yes! It's not just that life is short and you never know how much time you have. It's also that there's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with having a dream, a passion that you want to sacrifice for. And the only way that you can get that is through being authentically yourself, moving in the direction towards it. But there's something else that I wanted to talk about too, and it kind of fits in with this, the whole being yourself thing. These are really discouraging and for a lot of people downright terrifying times to be in. I'm scared and angry for people who are losing hope because of the evil that is in place right now, that feel like they have to hide for their safety who they are. Evil can only dictate so much, but we still have voices. We still have power. We can support those that are afraid. We can use whatever platforms we have to shine light and help other people to feel safe and seen. Now is definitely the time to be bold and to be ourselves and to follow our dreams and to use our voices. After all this time, I wanted to make this kind of follow-up video talking about these things because there was a really awesome person in my comment section in the original Aubrey vlog who said that this really encouraged them to want to be themselves and to follow their dream of being an actor. And I've been stuck at home, sick for a while now, cold stuff, nothing serious, just not sleeping well, not feeling motivated, and having a bit of a back and forth in the comment section about things. Acting things. I forgot how much I missed acting and literally how much I have to teach about it. Yeah, it was really fun to open up that closed off part of my brain for a few minutes. Just made me feel alive and excited. Gave me something to talk about for the first time in a little while. Like, it lights me up to talk about the things that I know and to be able to encourage people towards their creative thing. It's so cool that the simple encouraging words from this A-lister that came to teensy weensy little Gotland was able to encourage her through my video. Awkward mom living in an island of Sweden, pretty isolated, trying to make videos because I love it, because I love editing, I love connecting, showing my imperfect self, and hopefully putting some inspiration out there that others don't have to be perfect either. Yeah, we need each other to remember what excites us, what gives us energy, what gives us joy, and to spur each other on to make stuff that lights us up and gives us a sense of meaning and purpose. Yeah, I'm rambling now. If you are still here, thank you. I'd love for you to check out my website, www.clearingthecreative.com. I've got some blogs on there. I've got some more information about how I can help people with their creative blocks. Yeah, you can contact me through there. You can find my podcast where I have helped people with their blocks. And I'm making this video to get through my blahs, to get through my discouragement. Like, I do have something to offer. I believe in it. And it's not about me. It's about helping other people believe in what they already have and see it and figure out practical ways to come through it and get excited about their project. So, I'd love for you to check that out. Thanks for being here. Hugs!